Welcome to Cooking with Glenn and Katie. Today we're going to be making blueberry loaf bread. It's a delicious sweet bread that can be enjoyed any time of day, including for dessert. So let's get started. All right, Lincoln, let's get started. Now the first thing we're gonna add is 1.5 cups of self-rising flour. Now pour that in really gently so it doesn't spray everywhere, spew everywhere. Oh, look at that. You're doing such an incredible job. Now later, we're gonna add another 1/4 of a cup, but for now it is that 1.5 cup of self-rising flour. Okay, now Lincoln, we're gonna add 1 cup of white sugar. Oh, that looks so good. Great job. I am so proud of you. You're doing an excellent job. Okay, now Lincoln, the next ingredient, the third ingredient, is 1/2 cup of buttermilk. Oh, so we're mixing wet and dry ingredients, aren't we, Lincoln?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Now, we're just moving so quickly with this. It's so easy. This is 1/2 of a, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Actually, this is a 1/4 cup of butter. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking 1/2 a stick, which is 4 tablespoons. 1/2 a stick or 4 tablespoons, which each equals 1/4 cup of softened butter, room temperature butter. And now, Lincoln, we're going to add an egg. Look at these beautiful eggs. Hold on 1 second, we're gonna show them.
Yeah, you're from Aunt Bessie's.
They are from Aunt Betsy's, from her chickens. Which egg do you want to use? Do you want to use that one, Lincoln? Oh, perfect. Now, I don't know if everybody on watching the video heard that or not, but there was a different sound when you cracked it at first, and then the pitch changed, right, to let us know it cracked. Is that right, Lincoln?
Yeah.
Can you do it a little bit more on the side so everybody can try to listen for that change in sound again? Did you get it? Oh yeah, it changed a little bit. It might not have been quite as obvious to our viewers, but there's definitely a sound.
Crack!
So now, let me see if I can show this to you guys. We always like to crack into a different bowl than we're cooking in, especially when we're using really delicious fresh eggs from my sister's urban farm. But this looks like a beautiful, beautiful egg. Lincoln, can you dump this in?
Yeah, but my clear was out.
Oh, we'll fix that. Let's take a little pause and fix that, then we'll keep going.
Okay.
Now it's time to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Oh, that's gonna be delicious in there, Lincoln. I'm so excited. Are you excited? Let's go ahead and put this bowl on the mixer. And in just a minute, I'm gonna have your help. I'm gonna put on our mixing tool thing, yes. And let's go ahead and shut this really gently for me. You shut it? Push it down? Good job. Please lock it.
We can't turn it on.
I'm gonna fix it for you. I'll fix it so you can see it. Can you lock it first though so we can move it safely? Perfect. Let's go ahead and move this a little bit. Okay.
No, we can't reach you.
You still can't reach? Well, let's try to move it up one. I'm just gonna put my finger here as a block. So go ahead and move it up until it hits Mommy's finger. Great job. And as it's doing that, Lincoln, we're gonna see it mix. And in a minute, I'll let you know when to turn it up. But we always start it slow so all the dry ingredients don't just spew right on out. But look at it mixing so well together, Lincoln.
Yeah.
We should turn it up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Let's turn it up just a little bit more to like medium speed, up a little higher. And let's let that mix for just a little bit of time. Now it's time for the next step, Lincoln. Okay? We have 1.5 cups of fresh blueberries.
Yeah, we have a tunnel too.
A funnel, yes we do. Bob picked these blueberries fresh this morning, Lincoln, so they still have some dew on them, a little bit of wetness on them from being freshly picked outside. And what we're wanting to do, Lincoln, is add 1/4 cup of self-rising flour to this bag of the 1.5 cups of blueberries. And I'm gonna zip it up real good and let you shake it up, Lincoln. And then while you're shaking, I'm gonna tell the reason we're doing this, okay? Lincoln, can you take your funnel? Would you please take your funnel and put it right here? Perfect. Now, would you please pour the 1/4 of a cup of self-rising flour gently in here so it gets into the bag? Okay, perfect. That's excellent. Let's just shake it a little bit, tap it a little bit. Okay, now Lincoln, I'm gonna zip this up really good, and I'm gonna let you shake this, okay? To coat all of the blueberries in the 1/4 cup of self-rising flour. Now the purpose for this is because we want the blueberries to be all throughout the bread. By having them coated in the self-rising flour, Lincoln, shake, 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 shake. Oh, let's bring it over here, bring it right here. Shake over here, good job, just shake, 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 but don't hit, just shake, shake, shake. You're doing great. Good job, buddy. Now stop, 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 stop. Good job, you did it. Now Lincoln, now that you did a great shake, what I'm gonna do is a little shake like this, up and down, because I don't want anything to fall out of the bag, even though I have it zipped really well. We're just coating all these blueberries, Lincoln, so that instead of when we put them in the dough,
we need to buy cookies.
oh, we're gonna get some soon. But instead of them falling straight to the bottom of the mix, oh yeah, we're gonna get some cookies soon. We love everything Bob makes. But Glenn is an excellent cook. You can't go wrong with anything. Be sure to check out all of our videos about the incredible cookies that we've made that Lincoln loves for sure. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and add these, but the point of adding the self-rising flour is to help the blueberries stay beautifully throughout the loaf instead of sinking to the bottom of the loaf. You wouldn't have enough, it wouldn't be as nicely distributed throughout the bread loaf if you didn't have the self-rising flour to help it stay connected to the rest of the dough prior to cooking and during the cooking process. If you don't have fresh blueberries that have dew on them like Dad's that are freshly picked, if you just get your blueberries from the store or the farmer's market, be sure to wash them prior to doing this and let them sit out on a paper towel to soak up some of the excess water, but don't dry the water. That way they have a little bit of moisture on them so that the self-rising flour will stick to them. And now it's time for us to add this to the batter, the bread dough. Or bread batter. It's more of a batter right now. Hey Lincoln, let's go ahead and add this, okay? And we're gonna mix it in. And you know what? Instead of using the KitchenAid, we're gonna use these really awesome spatulas to fold in the blueberries so the blueberries don't get all smushed up, okay? So what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna open this bag. I'm gonna have you gently pour them in before we do anything. Can you pour this bag in so the blueberries don't fall out? Oh, good job. Look at all of that. Now, Lincoln, what we're gonna do is fold these in. I don't know if you've ever folded in before.
Move it in.
Bring it closer to you. We're just gently folding them in. You just gently fold them in until all of the blueberries are incorporated. It might take us a little bit of time, but we're gonna get all of the blueberries incorporated, and then we're gonna move on to our next step, Lincoln, okay? So let's keep working, then we'll show everyone watching what the next step is.
Ready to see what next step?
Yep, we're gonna see next step in just a minute. We're gonna incorporate. Now it's time to go ahead and put the bread dough into the pan so that we can bake it. This is an 8.5 by 4-inch pan, and I've lined it with a liner. When it comes to baking breads or cakes, a lot of different things, it's really, anything sweet, it's really good to line it, or at least line the bottom if you can, to help it be able to get out easier. And so I just like these liners that go all the way around. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is add this incredible looking mix to the pan. Just putting it in smoothly so that it doesn't get caught on the liner. Let's adjust this a little so you guys can see a little bit better. When it comes to putting my ingredients in a bowl, I've got a specific way I have to hold it, but I definitely don't want you guys to miss this because it's a beautiful, beautiful looking mixture right here. So once I get it all in here, I don't want to miss any blueberries. Gotta do a little scrape, try to get a little bit more of this. We don't want to miss any of the good parts of this. I'm gonna get this cleaned out. And once I do, I have already preheated the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And so we are gonna put this into the oven in just a moment. Let me go ahead and spread this out a little bit. It's pretty thick. If it was a little thinner, I might would tap it and allow it to spread out, but this is beautiful right here. Just get it spread out on the sides. Okay, that's perfect. Now it's time for me to put it in the oven. Again, I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to bake this for 45 minutes. At that point, I'm going to take the loaf out of the oven, and Lincoln and I are going to sprinkle on some coarse ground sugar and put it back in the oven for 15 more minutes for a total of 1 hour. But let's start with the first 45 minutes prior to putting on the sugar. Okay, let's just put this beautiful loaf right here in the oven. There we go. It's been 45 minutes that the bread has been in the oven. So now I'm going to take it out, and Lincoln and I are going to put some coarse sugar on it, and then put the bread back in the oven for 15 more minutes for a total of 1 hour of baking. So let's go ahead and get it out of the oven. Ooh, this is already looking good. So delicious. Let me set it over here on the hot pad. Now Lincoln, let's not touch it. It's very hot. And in just a minute, once I shut the oven door, we're going to talk about what we're going to do with the sugar.
Can we talk to it now?
Yes, you can. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to take some sugar and sprinkle it very gently. We don't want it to go off the edges. Yeah, you can talk to the people who are watching, but just gentle. Just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, we're going to sprinkle. And it's okay. When you're working with kids, it's okay to get a little messy. We can always clean things up. Is that right, Lincoln?
Can we talk here now?
Yes, Bob's listening. What do we want to tell everyone?
People trying to be making a little buzz, but this is we're making a blueberry pie. Yeah.
It's going to be so delicious, right, Lincoln? This blueberry bread. Okay, now I always like to refer to my dad because he's the baking expert. Dad, what do you feel about this? Does this look like a good amount of sugar, or should we keep going?
I think it's perfect. How about you, Lincoln? You think it's perfect?
No.
Okay, put just a little bit more on it, and then we're going to put it back in the oven. Okay, buddy? Wow, y'all did an excellent job.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and put this back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and get out the bread. Oh my goodness, it looks delicious. It has a nice golden top to it. Wow, and look at that sugar and the blueberries all juicy in there. I cannot wait to taste this. I'm gonna have my dad try it today since Lincoln and I made it. Lincoln, what we're gonna do with this, Lincoln has a blue toothpick. Is blue your favorite color, Lincoln? Yeah, it is. Okay, what we're doing is we're gonna stick it right down in the middle of the bread, and then we're gonna pull it straight up, so straight down and straight up. Oh, and the goal was to see if it came off clean, which it did. Now you'll see some sugar on here, but on the toothpick, there is no bits of dough. Uncooked dough, bread dough. And so I'm gonna do one more straight on down, all the way. Whoa, look, that still came up clean, except for those little bits of sugar, and that's fine. If the sugar was not on the bread, we wouldn't see that, but because it is. So this bread is completely done. Now, if we had taken this out and you saw some uncooked dough on there or anything sticking to it that wasn't the sugar, we would put it back in the oven for about 5 more minutes, take it out and test it again to make sure that it came off clean. But I think we are set, so we can let this cool and then try it. Now it's time to take the bread out of the bread pan. So what I'm going to do is put this plate on top so that it can fall onto the plate. Now, if you or your kids put a lot of sugar, you might want to do this over the sink so that it doesn't fall all over your counters. But so I'm going to flip, quick turn, and then look, watch. Look how easily that loaf came out and so cleanly came out of the pie pan, or the bread pan, how it easily came out of the bread pan because of this. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just peel this off. Isn't that amazing, Lincoln? How it just came right on out. We're just gonna gently peel this paper off of the bread loaf. Okay, and I'll discard that in just a little bit. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do is over the plate, because I know some sugar is definitely going to fall, I'm going to just flip it over, give it a little support, okay? And then I'm going to gently lift it onto
Are we putting so much sugar?
our cooling rack and allow it to cook. Allow it to cool prior to cutting. But we're about ready to enjoy this. It's already cooled for probably about 10-15 minutes. So it is still definitely warm, but not too hot. You could go ahead and slice it up if you want, but just for a little extra firmness, I would let it cool just a little bit longer, maybe about 10 more minutes. And now it's time to cut the loaf. look how beautiful it is. I've transferred it to a cutting board, and a fun little tidbit about this cutting board is that my dad, Glenn, made this in the 8th grade and gave it to his mom, my grandmother, Hazel, and she loved it. She used it for many, many, many years. And then just a few years ago, prior to her passing, she gave this back to my dad. So it's just a wonderful treasure and something that has lasted for many years, which is incredible. And I can't wait to actually be cutting on it myself now. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the end. Yes. Oh, Lincoln loves everything that Bob bakes. Look at this, guys. Look at the beautiful berries, how moist they are. This has a wonderful density to the bread. It's very nice how it feels. I cannot wait to dive into this. I can tell it's very moist. It's going to be delicious and very sweet. So let's go ahead and get ready, get this plated up for our taste test to share with you guys our thoughts. Now it's time for me to dive in, and then Dad's gonna try it as well. Okay, this looks so good. I decided to get a fork, keep it a little less messy, but it's not that messy. It just looks delicious. That is incredible.
This looks wonderful. I love the distribution of the blueberries. Every bite will have a blueberry in it. So I'm gonna try this bite here, and I'll let you know what I think. This is very moist, moister than I thought it would be. And I'm gonna taste a little bit of the crunch. You know, we always like the edge. Wow. Excellent.
Hello everyone, I'm Scott. I'm a friend of Glenn's, and I was stopping by to visit today, and Glenn asked me would I like to do a taste test. So I'm here today tasting this recipe of blueberry loaf bread, and I love blueberries, and so I'm certain I'm going to love it, but I want to give it a taste and give you a really good idea of just how good it is. Man, that is the best blueberry bread I've ever eaten. It is excellent. So you should really check out this recipe. You'll not eat a better piece of blueberry bread than Glenn and Katie's blueberry bread loaf. So enjoy. Have a great day.
Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and comment below. We would love to hear from you. And if you haven't subscribed, please be sure to do so, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you're updated on all of our new videos. And we will see you with our next one. See ya.